Et c'est le match à tous, c'est Vénère, bienvenue pour une nouvelle vidéo. On est parti donc pour une nouvelle histoire de Genshin Impact. Donc on va partir tout de suite sur la mission. Donc 6, 7, je sais plus. De donc la mission TARTAGLIA. Donc on va essayer de découvrir ça tout de suite, let's go. Et let's go. Allez, on est au-dessus. Hop.
Be on your guard, traveler. Now is no time for sightseeing.
Oh, why is that? Has something happened?
Yes. As unusual as this may sound, numerous eyewitness reports have confirmed an active ruin guard presence in... Sergeant sent someone to find out just where these ancient machines might have come from. It appears that...
So did somebody wake them?
As I say, the reason... Moreover, the ruin in question is of the especially spooky variety. As such, we are not permitted to investigate until the order comes through from headquarters. In any case, the only sensible strategy in the meantime is to increase...
That's a good point. Ruin guards are probably pretty dangerous for regular folk.
Wow. I'm very grateful indeed for...
Oh, don't worry about that. This one beats up ruin guards for breakfast.
Is that so? Well, if you're... I did see some ruin guard footprints on the hillside. But since then, I've been too busy warning...
Footprints, eh? Interesting.
While the Millilith stands guard,
Alors, est-ce que ça serait Tartaglia qui a réveillé tous les robots? Il faut pas oublier que Tartaglia est un méchant, un fatui. Alors, que nous considérons comme le méchant.
This footprint is...
Les traces de pas au sol.
It has to be the one that guy was talking about. And here's another one. Yep. Seems the ruin guards did come out for a walk after all. Trail of ruin guard footprints leads us here to... Ah! A ruin guard! Over there! Ah! Watch out! Cha! Watch out! Where'd that come from? Coming at ya! Well, that's one down. Let's keep looking around.
Je viens de balancer à boire par terre. Alors, est-ce qu'il y a d'autres robots dans le coin? Oui, de toute façon, elle a dit qu'il y en avait plusieurs, parce qu'il a dit qu'il y avait des gardiens des ruines. Alors, celui-là en bas à gauche, je crois qu'il y est de base. Derrière le muret. Mais je crois que de base, il y est celui-là. Ça me dit quelque chose, un robot... Un robot au niveau des tours.
Isn't it awesome? What is he wearing? I've never seen one this close before. Have you ever seen one? You bet! Mr. Cyclopses are crazy strong. No bad guy. Mr. Cyclops? Aw, that's cute. Yep, my brother said so. And he's the best toy seller in the whole world. Right now, he's at the Institute for Toy Research in Liyue. It's always nice to meet someone else who likes toys. So yeah, hi,
Greetings. Have you found anything? Oh. A child?
we just, you know...
You shouldn't be out here, boy. They're a killing machine.
Killing machines? You mean ones that look like this?
Precisely. And including this one. It's not moving now.
You take that back! Mr. Cyclops is not a killing machine. He's one of the good... We shouldn't be talking to this guy. If he's saying mean things about Mr. Cyclops, he's
I'm just trying to help. I've always been hoping.
Well then, why don't you get back to your normal job and leave...
It seems I have no other choice. Very well. I will continue with my patrol. Please escort the child to somewhere safe.
Oui, chef.
It's too dangerous here.
Avec ta petite pampille blanche.
The mighty Mr. Cyclops scared off the bad guys. My name's Sir. I came all the way from Snezhnaya to look for my brother in Liyue. But you can...
Ce serait pas le frère de Tartaglia?
I think this is the part where I give you this. Here you go.
Que Schneider, c'est un peu la base des fatui, donc...
Heavy. What the? My brother said I should take it with me. He said, find a nice person to give this to. Your brother makes a good point. Still, it's hard to believe you made it all. Your family must be super rich. Paimon never knew you could make so much more from selling toys. Yay! Thanks, nice guy. All right. Now, you make a pinky promise. You keep it all your life. You break a pinky promise, I throw you on the ice. The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off. Wow. That one nursery rhyme? Well, if we weren't your babysitters before, we sure as heck are now. But where should we look for your brother? Great idea. All right. All right. Finally, no.
Allez, on va voir un peu ce que ça donne. Allez, on y est. Oh putain, m'a fait peur ce con.
That seems a little inappropriate, don't you think, sir?
Relax. Once in a while.
Huh? What is he doing here? Yay, my brother! I found you!
I know that voice. Why, if it isn't my little brother too? What a nice surprise, Tooser. I thought it would have to wait. How are the others? Sister Tonia and brother Anthon?
They miss you a lot.
J'ai été sûr que c'était lui.
I praise for you every day at dinner.
Wait a second. What are you doing here in Liyue, Tooser?
Well, what happened was, I saw a boat that looked like it was selling toys. And then, when I got off, I just kept walking and walking. And then, Mr. Cyclops scared off a bad guy. And then I found this nice guy to help me come look for you. And also, Tooser's child's cool. Suddenly Paimon doesn't feel so bad.
Tooser, what you did was extremely dangerous. I'm so happy to see you really.
Okay, I promise. Please.
I'm not mad at you. I just care about your safety. If you hadn't met these nice people, things could have been a lot more dangerous for you, Tooser. I hope you said a big...
Yep, I always remember my... Oh, so you did know...
Forgive me, it's always I know we've had our differences up to now, but a few minor quibbles aside, we get on quite well, don't... Come on, you know I'm just a pawn in all that, just doing my part. As for who wins, who loses, and how each side deals with the consequences, I'm much more interested in who wins and who loses when it comes to our little sparring.
Sounds like you're ready.
Ha! You're forgetting something about me. I, Tartaglia, spend every second getting...
Whoa. You're...
Maybe not right now. Not while my kid
Why do you want to fight the nice guy?
No, not at all. Allow me to formally express my sincerest gratitude for taking care of my darling...
So anyway, Paimon has a... Tooser said something about you being a toy seller. What's that all about?
Yes, about that. Shh, look. I only told him that so that he'll look up to me. In the eyes of a child, working with toys must be the best job imaginable, right? I don't want my family to have anything to do with the Fatui's, or should I say Snezhnaya's, darker side. The older ones already know that I serve the Tsaritsa. But Tooser is still so young, and in his eyes... As I was saying, I remain Snezhnaya's greatest expatriate toy seller, currently attached to the Liyue branch of our...
That's right! My brother's the greatest! He's Mr...
Just humor me in front of Tooser, if you would be so kind. Yes, Ekaterina. I will deal with the issue of that outstanding...
Hey! Slinking off, are we?
But Master Child, would it not be a little improper to
A bet is a bet, isn't it? And if you lose a bet with an agent, well, you might...
Are you going off to sell toys?
That's right. As much as I'd love to catch up a little longer, Tooser, duty calls. I'm sure Mr. Nice Guy here will be...
Sure, I really like this guy.
Ah, well, it sounds like Tooser really likes you, and that you've already made a pinky promise to take good care of him anyway. Then I'm in your debt. Here, take this as Tooser's entertainment fund. I want him to have a good time while he's in... If need be, you may find me by the river near Qingshu Pool. I'll see you both around.
Ah, je peux pas les échanger maintenant. On peut échanger la monnaie, donc dans la Banque du Nord, on peut échanger la monnaie de Tartaglia pour là.
Looks like we'll be hanging out with Child's kid brother for a while. So, where are we going to play first? How about we start with the toy store? Huh? What are those? They're called kites. The kids in
Hello there, dear. You look like you've come a very long way.
That's right. How do you play with these kite things, Gran?
When the wind picks up, you let out the string and whoosh, the kite will fly into the air.
Wow, that's amazing. Do you have any Mr. Cyclops ones?
Mr. Cyclops.
I want to fly Mr. Cyclops high into the sky so all the kids can get to know him.
Well, I can do custom builds.
Will this picture do? I drew it myself. I bring...
I'll manage. Still...
we should be fine. Child was but then again, throwing money around willy-nilly is, you know, kinda irresponsible. Your words, not mine. Either way, it's time to talk prices.
Fine. I've neither the time nor energy to bargain with you at my age.
Thanks, Gran.
Worry not.
For our next stop, why don't we head to One-Man Restaurant? It would be a mighty crying shame to come all the way to Lila and never try the food.
Alors, gamin, qu'est-ce que tu veux bouffer?
Welcome.
This restaurant has a really
A choking smell? Oh, you must be referring to...
spicy chili? But
Oh, what a pity. A person who can't eat spicy...
Is it really that bad? My meals have to have lots and lots of sugar. And the oil has to be extra virgin vegetable. Wow, we've got a real rich Looks like One-Man Restaurant's dishes aren't to Tooser's taste. Maybe...
Will that be all? And
what do you mean?
giving the people what they want is the very... If I thought for 1 second that I couldn't make a dish to satisfy...
Whoa, there seems to... Then we'll leave it to you, Chef Mao. Sure.
But let me say this first. Special requests are going to cost you. Of course, we aren't going to demand prices anywhere near as...
Is it just Paimon? Or our premium cut still? Surely there must be a little room for negotiation.
That seems a bit on the low side. You folks. Please sit wherever you like. You're...
Ça va, pour l'instant, j'ai eu 2 moitié prix, donc...
I thought it was just right. Almost exact. But this doesn't feel right somehow. Didn't we? Whatever. So where do you want to go next, Tooser? I was so caught up looking for my brother when I first got here that I didn't get a good look around. Good idea. The hustle and bustle. waves here always like this? Don't they ever freeze? Given Liyue's climate, the area around Paimon is kind of the traveler's exclusive personal tour guide. This place is Liyue's commercial hub, and it's been the biggest port. Other than merchant vessels, many fishing boats and industrial transports dock here to replenish their fishery supplies and daily necessities, which, thanks to the immense yeah, Paimon can't well, guess Paimon will just have to explain this Paimon style. So that all the nations float their boats over the sea into the mouth. The harbor goes nom 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 nom, and has it then Liyue Harbor rubs its big round belly in satisfaction because it's all stuffed. Hey, what's that big metal hook over there? I want to see. Wait, Tooser, don't run off. After all that, you...
Putain, la comparaison avec une bouche qui bouffe. Oh putain. Ah, c'est un encre. C'est une encre.
That metal hook is huge, and it gives... This is an anchor. Docked ships use it to hold themselves in... An anchor. Got it. But I think I might get it mixed up with Commodore Hook. Commodore Hook? Is this an... My brother always sends me a really big Commodore Hook, Black Steel Jack, Iron Tony. We keep them all in our backyard. Yeah, and that's why I can't bring them with me all the time. It's a shame. Wow, using Fatui funds for personal gain? To think Snezhnaya would let... But suddenly, it doesn't seem so strange that Tooser would treat a ruin... But my favorite has to be Mr. Cyclops. Even though I mostly came here to see my brother. Oh, are they selling fish over there? Let's have a look. Hey! Quit running up! Is this where they sell fish? Wow.
Hey, whose fish are you calling small? Little kids shouldn't go.
He's just a curious kid. No need to get... That said, these fish are actually pretty big by Paimon standards. Maybe 200 times your size? There are legends in my hometown about it. It's supposed... I told my brother about it, and he went out to see... A few days later, he returned with a humongous fish slung over his shoulder. Anthon and I were so... Are you sure that was a fish? Paimon thinks it sounds more like some sort of Leviathan. Hey, Mr. Nice Guy, let's...
On peut le tuer ou pas, le gamin? Tranchant en deux avec la hache. Non, on n'a pas le droit.
What's wrong, Tooser? Are you tired? I miss my brother. What? But we were just up for such a short time that it doesn't count. Take me to see my brother. I don't want... Well, we've played with Tooser long enough, haven't we? Child said that he'd be by the river and... Yay! Let's go!
Moi j'ai perdu qu'il est pas en train de tuer quelqu'un quoi. C'est très très con.
You know what I'm here for, I trust.
Oh, you got lip. Making us guess. If you want to join up, let me just say this first. Dandy kid like you ain't welcome.
Uh-huh. What a commendable... Well, in the Tsaritsa's name, I suppose I should forgive you country bumpkins for your ignorance.
Brother! You're selling them toys, aren't you, brother? That's so cool.
Well, why, yes, of course. For the greatest toy salesman in Snezh...
So cool.
Huh? You playing games, pretty boy?
So, will you buy or not? The toys that Snezhnaya produced 3 months ago will run you... Yes, 600,000 mora. To be paid...
Toys! And
Wow. Is that what it's going
Look at that! Spreading joy and laughter to
I'll say it again. Toys from Snezhnaya, 3 months prior, 600,000 mora.
Yeah, no. Sorry, sales boy. The same joke isn't funny twice. Or were you always cruising for a bruising?
All right then. I'll make things a little easier for you. I'll join the treasure hoarders. Perhaps you'll be more willing to pay...
Would you listen to yourself?
Well then, why don't you put me to the test, dear seniors? I like to think of myself...
Looks like you're not gonna pack it up until... Truth be told, we've set up a shop here because there's a fine little loot cave nearby. But if you think you're up to snuff, why don't you have a crack at it on our behalf? Of course, that means that once you got it...
come on. If we can't do it, do you really...
An initiation test, eh? Interesting.
The loot's on the opposite cliff. We're gonna hang back here and watch the
Huh, no problem.
Est-ce qu'on va contrôler Tartaglia? On va contrôler Tartaglia. Un peu plus haut.
I could get used to this.
Quick, let's pack.
Well, I have the goods. Here you go. So how'd I do? Pretty...
Brother, what do we do?
Please, hold on a moment, sir. We need to... He ain't here for an initiation. He just wanted to show...
Honestly, we'd be no match for him if he wanted to fight.
Guys, we're being robbed?
I don't know. Surely, he wouldn't have come here all dressed up like that if he was only after us. Unless... maybe...
Snezhnaya, 3 months, 600,000. Oh, I remember that the boss took out a 600,000 more loan from that Snezhnayan bank about 3 months ago.
So this guy must be the debt collector. But why didn't he just say so?
And that's where you're still green. See, in a lot of professions like this...
Makes sense. Owing money is pretty embarrassing.
This guy isn't one to mess with, I tell you. He's a professional.
So, Mr. Salesman...
Oh? I didn't pass? I must say...
No, it's not that. What we mean is that you're too big a fish, but we fully understand the situation with the... toys.
I see. Well then, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. We get paid, and everyone's...
Yes.
That's my brother for you. Toy sellers are...
Ah, Master Child, you're here. A new batch of fresh recruits have just...
Hey now, keep your voice down. Can't you see I'm entertained?
Clients? Well, anyway, the Motherland has dispatched a new batch of recruits to Liyue. They've just arrived, and I'm afraid we must trouble you to speak to them.
Ah, do I have to? Now is hardly the...
I must apologize for troubling you, Master Child, but they are already waiting for you south. Every new batch of recruits must be baptized by the Tsaritsa's will, through the words of her harbingers. This has always been our rule. At present, Master Child, you are the only harbinger in Liyue. Please.
Well, all right then, I'll go. Just
Do you have to keep working?
yes, too, sir. We have a group of new toy sellers fresh in from the motherland, and I need to go teach them the ropes.
Wow, that's great! When I grow up, I want to be a toy seller too.
I'm afraid you're still too young to, sir. I'm not sure if you'd understand much of it, and most of it's rather boring anyhow. Why don't you go play with the Traveler instead? Sound good? Please, I'll compensate you.
But...
I really do have to go now too, sir. A lot of people... I'll see you around, alright?
Child really dotes on his brother, but now he's gotta ditch him again. Must be.
En même temps, il a choisi son boulot.
Yeah, you're right. He hasn't done himself. And to think he'd go this far just to prevent his family from seeing his dark side. Maybe, but he has good wait. Where's Tooser?
Bah, il est parti écouter, non?
We were too. Either way, let's head over the.
Oh, il est à pied, je pense. Ce sera plus rapide.
Our bond is strong. Hey there! Coming at ya!
Tooser, so you did come here.
Shh, quiet! My brother's giving his speech.
From this day forward, you will honor the oaths you have made to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and you will stop. You shall sweep through this land like the icy winds of the furthest north, as strong as the hoarfrost of Zeppelin. Her Majesty expects of you loyalty, ruthlessness, for the trials that we face are harsh, and our enemies are like... like kites and rat who shall become redoubtable foes of Mr. Cyclops in the marketplaces of...
Kites are really.
This is, of course, an analogy, as they say. So as your sales manager here in Liyue, I demand that you obey my every order. A refusal shall be considered a betrayal, and the price for betrayal is to be dishonorably
Whoa, that's really strict.
Seeking to please everyone pleases no one at all. Forget it. Perhaps a round of hands-on training will suit us.
Hands-on training?
After all, a strong body is the proof.
Hey, did he just say that we're doing
A Harbinger wants to spar with us personally?
I can't believe it. A recruit?
Am I hearing a hint of objection?
Not at all, sir.
That's the spirit. Now come at me, you lot.
Il y a le corsin dans un porcin.
Let's not waste time. Time to fight.
Stand with me. Out of my way. Watch out. That's not. Hiya. Time for a light show. A mystic retreat. Watch out. Fire. Well, with rocks.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
I guess this is it.
Et quasi one shot l'autre, le pauvre. Ça c'est fait chier.
Well then, do you all understand what I said earlier?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. And you all almost in other words, you've done well for new recruits.
Thank you, Lord Harbinger.
All right, hush now. Now then, I wish you all dismissed.
Brother, you were amazing.
Oh, Tooser, what in the world are you doing here? There I was thinking that the Traveler had taken you to play.
Yikes, that's some terrible acting.
I told you, didn't I? I'm not the man I was when we first met. By that, I assume you mean that I didn't use the foul legacy transformation, yes? It puts a great strain on my body, so it's best I still haven't fully recovered from the injuries I suffered when I used it. Anyway, I'm no Senora. I don't use lethal force against—
The foul legacy transformation? I want to learn to fight too. I want to be—
Now, Tooser, fighting isn't about looking cool. You can only continue to get stronger if you know the reason why. I can teach you, but think carefully first.
I want to protect—
That's a good answer, Tooser. When I return to Snezhnaya, I will start teaching you fighting techniques. Then you'll have to protect—
Leave it— You know, Tooser's a good kid when he's not being so stubborn.
You've had a nice long time here in Liyue, haven't you, Tooser? Isn't it about time—
But, you've been so busy, and we didn't get any time to—
Tooser, you know I'm very busy at work. And hasn't it been fun traveling all over the place with a proper traveler?
He's just worried he won't be able to keep up the toy seller act forever. Well, how about this? If you just do one little thing for—
Oh dear, who taught this little devil to bargain? All right, what'll it be?
Take me to visit the Institute of Toy Research! Do you think he means that ruin that the Millilith was talking about? The one where all the ruin guards were coming from?
Done deal. After all, as your brother, it's only right for me to grant you one last wish before you leave.
Exactly! Are you sure this is a good idea? It doesn't— You should come along too, Traveler! This time, it's Tooser's turn to—
Let me think. Ah, yes, the Institute of Toy Research is not far at all from Lingju Pass. Now, Traveler, you're not the sort of person who would disappoint a—
The brothers are ganging up on us again!
Donc appuie sur le guet-apens. La guet-apens.
Here we are. Welcome to Liyue's Institute of Toy
Yeah, we're here! I can already hear the...
What is this place?
Based on my limited understanding, I believe this is one of Dottore another one of the Fatui Harbingers. He loves tinkering with old things. It's a personal passion of his. So, he converted these ruins into a Ruin Guard research lab.
Huh? So the ruin guards are built by the...
No, they have much closer connections to the Abyss. So, strictly speaking, they're as much our enemies as anyone. As to why the Ruin Guards have been moving outside of this area recently, I can only...
Wow, yet another harbinger with a badass. But at least this explains why you were totally okay with bringing Tooser here.
Well, I wouldn't go quite that far. I actually have no idea.
Wait, so...
Of course I am. But no matter what the danger is, I will parry it. Even Tooser understands that, now that he knows what he's fighting for.
What are you guys chatting about? Come on.
All right.
Allez, on va voir.
Brother? Someone was saying...
Were they now? What a silly thing for them to say. And you shouldn't go repeating it either.
Yeah, I knew that they were lying anyways. Mr. Cyclops is here to defeat the bad...
Right. With Mr. Cyclops around, the bad guys won't...
That's right. Okay, I'm going to go play with Mr. Cyclops now.
Hey, Tooser, wait up!
The door's shut. Will Tooser be alright?
There's another path over there. Let...
Mon dieu, mon dieu, mon dieu, mon dieu. Tartaglia, Tartaglia, Tartaglia.
Oh, the door opened. Was that you?
That's right. But give me a moment over here, Tooser. Maybe I shouldn't have spoiled him quite so much.
Tu vois ce qu'il a eu de ton frère là quand même, hein?
Those ruin guards have all been strung up. Where are they being taken to?
I don't know. But if there's a chance it's where Tooser is, we need to stop this before things get ugly. Shouldn't let your guard down. Tooser, see that big stone cube in front of you? I need your...
Yay! Do I really get to help my...
You bet! Now I'll count down from 3, and then we touch it together. Ready?
That's bright. What is that?
It's a witch ray that will turn you into a little lamb if it hits you. So stay out of its way.
That's scary.
Back together at last. You're not hurt, are you two?
Hurt? No way. This is fine for you, maybe. We were all scared. What's over there? Wow, this room is huge. Is this where Mr. Cyclops takes his
It is. Impressive, isn't it? Now, how about a little game of hide and seek?
Huh? Now?
I have a surprise.
A surprise?
Don't worry, you'll have the chance to look for it later. But before that, you have to close your eyes.
Okay, 60 is a really long...
There's not much time. Let's clear all these hazards out.
48, 47, 46, 45. Are you guys okay? What's all that crashing and banging?
Don't worry, it's all part of the surprise. Yeah.
16, 12, 10.
Hey, no cheating. You skipped a few numbers, you little rascal.
You noticed. All right. 15, 14, 13.
Give me another 10 seconds, Tooser. Still hiding.
Huh. Now who's the cheater? All right. 10 seconds, that's it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming, ready or not. This is everything I've ever dreamed of. It's Mr. Cyclops. Wow. He actually pulled it off. And the Paimon wonders if he'll be all right after. Awesome! Boy, if these Mr. Cyclopses weren't so big, I'd sure love to take one home. Wait, aren't you guys supposed to be? Oh, that's right. Well.
It's a good thing that you two found me first. Looks like using the Foul Legacy transformation while I was still injured. I have no idea what I'd do if Tooser saw me like this. Look at me. Deflated as a burst balloon. As I recall, I figured that you probably wouldn't take me out in front of my little brother.
Really milking this situation, huh?
Like I said, I can never pass on an opportunity to test, and that's why I, Tartaglia, am old. Anyway, childhood dreams are all too easy, so someone has to protect them, right? If you make a promise, you keep it. If you make a mistake, you apologize. And if you give someone a dream, that is what family is all about, isn't it?
Mhm.
Remind you?
Quit the tough guy act already. You need to see a doctor right away, mister.
A fine suggestion, but first, I have a little something for Tuser. Please give it to him on my...
Huh? Is this a miss?
Indeed. I had made it to order by a smith some time back. I had intended to give it to him on my return to Snezhna.
Wow. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Child's family are really lucky to...
I'll also need you to explain my You'll help me out, won't you? The cold will kill the pinky that nursery rhyme brings back so many delightful memories. All right.
I can't find him anywhere. Where did he go? Really? Where is he? Yeah, so he had to leave in a real hurry. He did... Oh. Well, that's great. But still, I was kind of hoping we could play here a little longer. Wow, look at this! I never knew that they made Mr. Cyclops. Look, it even has my name on it. It's my... You're really loving it, huh? You bet. My brother... You had a tour of Liyue. Do you think you're ready to head... Don't worry. I know I can't get my way all the time. So...
Bon, même si c'est que des petites ressources, ça reste quand même des ressources. Et vu qu'on commence à être un peu en rate de ressources, c'est toujours sympa.
Finally, the rain has stopped.
Sir, young Master Tuser.
Did Child send you?
That's correct. Master Child instructed me to arrange for young Master Tuser's return trip.
Who are you? My big brother always tells me... But you've been following... Yeah, that's because I've known who you are all... What? My brother told us all about you in a letter he sent back home. Sister Tonya read it to me. I actually recognized you the moment I saw you. I just... What a strange twist of fate.
Young Master Tuser, the boat to Snezhnaya will dock soon.
Gee, time really flies. Well then, see you, Mr. Nice Guy. I'll wait for you back home. You definitely have to come visit Snezhnaya sometime.
Là, on aura sûrement la suite de la quête de Tartaglia là-bas.
You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You... Bye-bye, Tuser. Have a safe trip.
Hey.
Child? So you were here this whole time?
Partings are special moments. If he spent his final moments in Liyue seeing me all haggard and weak like this, that's not a memory I want him to leave with. Still, it is a shame that I couldn't see him off by myself. I should have been the one taking him back. I do have subordinates to escort him, but
Jeez, don't you think you've spoiled?
I can't quite explain it, but somehow I felt much more at ease leaving him in your care. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Remuneration for your services, which I really couldn't have done.
Aha! So you do?
One other thing. Don't forget our promise now. Let's have this time with my honor as a harbinger on the line.
You best go rest up first. Don't come crying to us when you lose all over again.
Regardless of who wins or loses our next bout, I'll introduce you to my other siblings, Tonya and Anthon. They're great kids.
We'll take you up on that offer. Mostly because we already made a pinky promise to...
I'm sure that... Farewell, my friends. Till we meet...
Et voilà les gars. Oula. J'ai cassé un truc moi tiens. Et voilà les gars, on a fini donc cette petite partie de quête. On va pouvoir se débarrasser des moras. 19 857. Moras de plus. Et ben j'espère que ça vous a plu. Moi je vous dis bien à la prochaine, c'est fait rire. Ciao les gars.
Surtout partagez, likez et oubliez.